Alrighty, this is part two. This will be the mask and the neck gear. So, let me get that. Alrighty. Now here is my actual Bakugou mask that I use now. Now the mask comes from Amazon and they are roughly like $16. But the only difference is I took some orange tape and made the X and put it across. But if you don't have that type of money, you can use actually just a regular general mask. If you can find, like the basic mask that kind of has that round shape that get covers most of your face and a little bit closer. Now with these, I do like these because it has the scratch ends, but that might be a little rough for some folks. So I'll come with the other idea. You can take a basic black mask. What you gonna do is you gonna take that duct tape, do the X, and then for the surrounding edges, if you wanna add a little bit of silver, you can use, once again, duct tape. This one is by Gorilla, but you can use any duct tape. Or if you want to get a little bit more specific, there's also just the basic, like, electrical tape. There's options. But honestly, also, you can just like literally just get you any kind of mask of any type and add it to your own. And even with my my latest one, they already come with these little rivets, but you can actually also buy these rivets and get you a machine that punches the holes through to make that hole look like a breathing. That's an option. I know people have other methods, but this is just my cheaper method of going with it. And the thing was, I did take like this regular mask, but I also added an extension to make it a little bit longer. But that's an option that you could do for Bakugou's mask and something that may be a little bit more comfortable if you want to do a mask. Now, if you don't want to do a mask, this is completely optional. Completely optional. Now, neck piece. I used a old tissue box, puff tissue box or any tissue box. I basically took it, cut it at the top layer. I basically cut it down the middle, basically split it in half a little bit, just like took scissors and just did a small little section in the middle and just cut it down the middle till it looked like it folded out. Now to make a little bit more room around your neck, to make it a little more room. Now you can do other options to make the neck gear, cause like I just have mine sitting on my neck. Now the Bakugou cosplay, if you get it, it does come with a little like silver thing, but it doesn't really stay on your neck, so you would have to figure out a option to do that. But I did cut like some more triangles at the top of it just to make it a little more wider. Then I covered it in basically black duct tape. Black duct tape, or you can paint it. Like I said, you can paint it. If you want to do it that route, you can also just find you something to paint black. It can, or you can even find you like a pillow or something, neck, one of those neck pillows, and get you a black neck pillow. And put it around, and then you can figure out ways to either just make it all black and add the material, or another option to make the neck gear. Once again, this is optional. This is optional. You don't have to have this. Now, I did make some holes at the top and the bottom for some shoestrings to go through, so I have a little bit more stability to hold it in place. And the tops are basically bottle cap tops that was already black, but you can spray paint some, and then once again, uh the foam with the sticky back made some circles and just filled in the circles, but I did put a little bit of glue at the bottom just to make sure it stick. And once again, like I said, contact cement, and then I just added a layer of super glue gun around to make it look a little more realistic. So I hope that do make sense, but you can also look up other people's options for the neck gear and stuff. So you know, there is some other options you can do, and also another option to, since I use shoestrings, you can also get some, go to a crafting or even a yarn section in Walmart or somewhere and get you the actual stretch elastic band, and you can use that instead for situations if you want to have a little bit more. And you know, this can also apply to especially the situation with the arms braces, which I'm finna come up with next. So the arm braces. Alright, and next is the arm gear. Now for these, I actually used a coffee cup. I basically got a coffee cup. Um, I cut out the bottom half, bottom of the coffee cup, and I put it in again, silver duct tape. Then I came around and took like some more of, actually this is construction, black construction paper. I could have still used the phone with the stick back, phone craft sheets. Let me get that right. And what I did was I took the construction paper, I punched holes in them, and then I just layered them on top of each other. And I just took like regular tape, like scotch tape, and I just put it all over to give it more of a worn look and kind of be a little bit reflective. And so that's why you get this nice look like the silver coming through. And then of course on the end, uh I cut it in half to make sure that it's gonna fit around my arm. You might have to do two coffee cups depending on how big your wrist is, and use the duct tape to put them together. But I just had to use one, so. And I used a hole puncher and just used once again that elastic opening, so my hands are free if I ever want to take them off, or I need to eat something, I can just go on and take them off, and it's easier for me to do. Now, wrapping it on out, now these are the actual gloves from the Bakugou cosplay, but you can also just buy you some fabric and have one side the green, one side the orange, and put your hand on it, but make sure that you make it bigger than what it is, so you can have enough room to sew the pattern on each side for the gloves. But if you don't have that kind of resources, I just found some work gloves that was orange. You can use some regular winter gloves that was orange. And if you don't like having closed in, you can cut off the top of it and make it fingerless. So a lot of options with the gloves. So more coming up. Next one is built in knee pads coming up. So that's next.